Alright, today class we are going to learn how to multiply up to, we're going to learn how to multiply up to a 4-digit whole number by a single digit. And to begin, before we get to do that, I just want to review what partial products are. So what are partial products? Can anybody tell me? Yeah, so a partial product is when we take each of the multiplication and multiply it by the multiplier. So for example, if we had 32 times 6. So we have these, which are our multiplicants. And then the multiplier. And we are going to multiply each multiplicand by the multiplier. So to begin, we'll do 6 times 2, which is 12. And we'll go down, and we're going to go to 6 times 30, which is 180. And we'll add them together, and you get 192. And that's how we do partial products. We take the multiplier and multiply it by each of the multiplicands. So 6 times 2, then 6 times 30. Alright. And what's really important to know when we are doing partial products is our place values. So now we're going to get into 3-digit numbers. So we're just going to add an extra number of what we just did, like 32 times 6. So let's do 489. We'll do times 5. Alright. So another way that is going to help us to be able to solve this instead of the partial products is to use a rectangular area model. And the rectangular area model is just a way for us to break down the pieces and the place values and multiply them. And it's basically the same concept of what you learned in 3rd grade of width times the length of the area of a rectangle. So we draw our rectangle. And since we have 3 place values, so we're going to break up this rectangle into thirds. And then the width part, which would be right here, that's going to be where the multiplier goes. And then the multiplicand is going to go at the top, and we're going to break them down of each place value in the place value boxes. So we have 489. So now we're going to go through and work through this problem together. So we have 5 times 400. The best way to help us to start doing this, we see a lot of zeros. Sometimes it can overwhelm us, so we just take 5 times 4, which is 20. And then we see that there are 2 zeros, so we just add the 2 zeros, so we get 2,000. And then we'll do 5 times 80. Well, we know that 5 times 8 is 40. Then we add that 0. And then 5 times 9, which is 45. And then to solve this, we will add up each of what we multiplied. And the best way to do this with the area model is to write it down lined up. So we have 2,445. And go down, do 5, 4, 4, and 2. Alright, and so when we multiply 5 times 489, we get 2,445. However, it's always good to do another example. So we're going to do our partial products here. So that way we can see if the answer really is 200 or 2,445, it's always good to double check. And if you get the answer, you get the same answer twice, and you know that you got it right. And if not, then you need to go back and figure out what we did wrong. So we're going to go through and do 5 times 9, which is 45. We'll do different colors. So 45. And then 5 times 80, which is 400. And then 5 times 400, 2,000. And then we're going to take it all. So 5, 4, 4, and 2. So you see that both answers do match. So 489 times 5 is in fact 2,445. All right. So now we are going to go into 4-digit multiplicand. And it's just like what we did with 2-digit, 3-digit. Now we're just adding in an extra number. So let's do 3,476. We'll do times 4. Alright, so before we solve this problem, we're going to do it as an area model. So I'm going to draw an area model, and then I'm going to have y'all help me figure out what we need to, how we need to set it up. So we have our rectangle. Alright, so what is the first thing that I should do? Okay, yes, I can break it into fourths. Yes, because we have 4 place values. Alright, and then where does the multiplier go? Yeah, right here. And so what number is going to go here? 3,000. And then this one, 400. And this one, 70. And then 6. So now we're going to solve 4 times 3,000, which is 12,000. 4 times 400 is going to be 1,600. 4 times 70 is going to be 280. And then 4 times 6 is 24. And then we're going to set this up to solve. And then add 4, 10, 6, 7, 9, 3, and 1. So I have 13,904. We're going to go over here, make sure that that is the correct answer. So we have 24. We have 280. 4 times 4, 1,600. 4 times 3, which is 12,000. We get 4, 10. Regroup that. 6, 9, 2, 3, and 1. So both of our answers match. So 3,476 times 4 is 13,904. So we have learned how to multiply up to a 4-digit whole number. We also learned that we can use an area model to help us break it down and see where our place values are. Because we know we have the thousands place, which represents the number that's in the thousands. And then the hundreds place, which is the hundredths number. And then the tens and then the ones, and that's where they go on the area model. Now you will all break up and you're going to do some group problems together in pairs. And then once you finish that, you will do an independent set of problems. Thank you.